Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with another Can They Win the Stanley Cup? And in this one, we will see if a team of my favorite players can win the Stanley Cup. Now, I have not done this yet. It should be an interesting one. So we are going to be replacing the Toronto Maple Leafs because they are my favorite team. So I just figured, why not do the same thing? I also made sure the star in the middle for the logo is purple because that is my favorite color as well. So we have a 98 overall team. Yeah, this could be a pretty interesting one, that's for sure. So we're going to be in the Atlantic Division for this sim. Now, we should most definitely finish first in the league, and we should probably, more than likely, also finish. We should probably make the... Like, I feel like we have to have minimum 50 wins in this sim. Also, I feel like we should be winning the President's Trophy. And just so you guys know, by the way, I'm going to edit the team because I do have some scratch players, I believe, because not all of my favorite players are like the best players in the game. Like, I have some favorite players that aren't the best players in the game, that's for sure. Although my two favorite players are Kucherov and Draisaitl. If you guys didn't know that already, they are. No particular order. They're probably, I'd say they're even at number one. But yeah, those are my two favorite players. Then after that, I don't know, it kind of depends. Like, I have some favorite players that have grown on me, and if Mike Richards was in this game, he would be on the team too. So we have 100 overall offense, 98 overall defense, and 95 overall goaltending. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting team, that's for sure. So, yeah, Dustin Brown, one of my favorite players. Justin Williams, one of my favorite players. Ryan O'Reilly used to be my favorite player. Also, Marc-Edouard Vlasic used to be one of my favorite players as well. So, yeah, my favorite defenseman right now is probably Yossi or Pietrangelo. Now, I didn't add Hedman in here, which, to be honest, I do not know why. I completely forgot about Hedman when I went through Tampa, but Hedman is definitely a favorite over Clefbaum. So, I'm not even going to edit the team. It's not even that big of a deal. So, yeah, I think I'm going to make my top line. No, I'm not even going to change the lines. We'll just keep them the way they are. So, yeah, we have a top line of Alex Ovechkin with Connor McDavid and Nikita Kucherov. That is a disgusting top line. That is unreal. Second line of Austin Matthews with Leon Draisaitl and Blake Wheeler. Third line of Victor Arvidsson, Alexander Barkov, and Mike Hoffman. Fourth line of Justin Williams, Ryan O'Reilly, and Dustin Brown. Defensively, we have a top pair of Brent Burns and Alex Pietrangelo, then a second pair of Roman Josi and Rasmus Ristolainen, a third pair of Marc-Edouard Vlasic and Oscar Clefbaum. Between the pipes, we have Holtby and Quick. So, scratch players, we have Dougie Hamilton, Philip Grubauer, and Justin Falk as well. Actually, for defense, we are going to take out Clefbaum because I do like Clefbaum, but he's not like my favorite defenseman. My favorite defenseman might be Dougie Hamilton as well, so we're going to put Hamilton in there. I wish I could get Falk in there too, but everybody else in here I really like. Now, as for goalies, I don't think I'm going to have Quick as my backup, although I do love Quick. I really freaking like Grubauer, so that's going to be our goaltending, and that's going to be the team this year. So 100 offense, 98 defense, 94 goaltending. Now, the backup obviously isn't great, but it's not that big of a deal. We're still a pretty solid team, and I do think we could win the Stanley Cup in this one. So, as we start the sim, I'm going to get out the notepad, as I do every episode, to write down the stats to this team. I believe that is the right page, yes sir. Yes it is. So, we're doing my favorite players. Let's see how this team does. I'm going to write down favorites, and we'll see what their final record is. We'll see if they can win the Stanley Cup, and we'll see where they finish in the league. So currently not doing too bad, 16-7-0. Definitely isn't bad, but it's definitely not as good as I thought. That's for sure. I thought we'd be doing a lot better than that. For my Hut team, we had a combined 14 regulation losses throughout the entire season, and right now we have 10 losses throughout the regular season. So, will it be as good of a record as my Hut team? Probably not. But then again, who knows? We could have more regulation losses than overtime or shootout losses as well. So we'll see. Well, that's the mayor. We now have more regulation losses than we did with my hot team. So more than likely, won't be doing as good then. Like, we really aren't doing that great. We're basically doubling our loss total, but still, I figured we'd be doing better than what we currently are. I'm not gonna lie. Although 40 wins before the deadline should happen, that's for sure. I'm assuming we will be in first at that point. I'm assuming we are in first. Now, we're getting a lot more wins recently than losses. We just keep continuing that. We could have a better record than our hot team. If we have more than 60 wins, then arguably we would have a better overall team. Or, I guess, a better season. My hot team, I believe, was rated 95 overall in the season mode that we did so long ago now. So this one's a 98-ish overall team. We'll see how it goes. Although we had an even worse backup in my hot team when I did that. So it'll be interesting. Let's see if this freaking deadline notification could come in any faster every single time, man. Takes absolutely ages to get in. I don't even know why. It is so weird, but we should be hitting 50 wins here soon. Hopefully we do. Yeah. I wasn't actually looking at the screen. I was looking at the recording, making sure I was recording. Can we hit 60 wins? Will we have more than 60 wins? We won't have 60 wins. So we finished with the same overall record, really. But we technically didn't do as good because we didn't have near as many points as we did in the last one, or in my hot team one, because even though we both of them had 60 wins, our hot team also had 8 extra time losses, as this team only had 1. So we finished with 121, which isn't too bad. Maybe if we had had Quick as a backup, who knows? Who knows what the team could have been like. So 60, 21, and 1 was our record. That is a very solid record. We will be facing the Carolina Hurricanes in the first round of the playoffs. Let's see how that goes. Game number 1, we lose in overtime. Interesting. Game number 2, we win. Nice. Game number 3, we win. Game number 4, we win. Game number 5 now. We could move on to the second round, and we do. So we get rid of Carolina in pretty easy fashion, 4 consecutive wins after losing Game 1 on home ice, but that is fine. We move on to the second round to face the Tampa Bay Lightning. How I'd love to see Tampa versus Toronto in the playoffs. I feel like that would be an insane series. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. So they have the same record as us heading into this series, but we do have a 3-1 series lead. We could eliminate them right now. We do not. We lose in overtime. Still have 2 more chances, though, to beat them, and we do. We will be facing the Washington Capitals in the Eastern Conference Finals. Can we get over Ovi? Although our Ovi is also making it to the Conference Finals, so we'll see. Hopefully one of them can win the Cup. We're up 2-0 in the series so far, up 3-0 in the series. We could sweep to go to the Stanley Cup Finals, and we will. We now have a record of 12-3, and we will be facing the Anaheim Ducks in the Stanley Cup Finals. So game number 1, we win. Nice. Game number 2, we win. Nice. Game number 3, we win. And all 3 games have been 3-2 victories. Now we're going to go and sim this one because there's a chance that we do win the Cup in this one. Patrick Eves scores very early into the game to give a 1-0 lead for Anaheim. Second period, Alex Pietrangelo scores to tie the game. We head to the third, tied at 1. We had a power play early in the third. We weren't able to do anything with it, though. Shots pretty even. Now Anaheim has a power play of their own. Power play for us as well. You would think a power play on this team would be good enough to get it done. Now, why are we going to overtime? I kind of hope we lose because I don't want to sim the entire overtime period. I feel like that just wouldn't be fun. So I kind of hope we lose this game. We will see if we do or not, though, because I do want to see the celebration if we do win. And power play for Anaheim, and they win it. Jacob Silfverberg scores on Braden Holtby. Very interesting. Gibson, Holtby, and Kessler, the 3 stars. Why Silfverberg didn't get the 3rd star, I don't know, but okay. Now time for game number 5 after losing game number 4. Let's see if we can win this one. Now, we only have 4 losses in the playoffs right now. Alex Ovechkin scores the opening goal of Game 5. Jacob Silfverberg scores to tie the game in the second period, and we head to the third, tied at 1, but we're trailing early in the third now. Corey Perry scored from a point shot on Braden Holtby. Interesting. Okay, sure, why he's shooting from the point, I don't know, but alright. 6 minutes remaining in the third period, and it looks like we will lose this game as well. 21 seconds left, and we will. All right. Interesting. John Gibson again doing really good with a .969 save percentage. Yeah, that's pretty damn good, I'm not going to lie. Let's move on to game number 6 now, and we'll see if we can win it here. Hopefully we can. First period, nice. Ovechkin and Williams scores in the first period, then Silfverberg again for the 3rd straight game scores on us. Second period, no goals allowed in the second. We head to the 3rd period up by 1 goal. There's still a chance we have a power play, maybe a dagger. No, okay, no goals allowed on our power play, and then they scored on their power play. But Dustin Brown comes back 26 seconds after they scored to tie the game to give us the lead. Ryan O'Reilly scores at 5:56 in the 3rd period, and we're looking pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna sim a little bit more. I do want to get the time a little bit lower before we head in. Roman Josi with the empty netter. Pause the simulation. 38 seconds left. We're gonna jump it. I didn't mean to do that. I pressed A. I meant to intervene. Oh my god. I meant to intervene. Damn it. Shit. Well, Dustin Brown, the 1st star, with a goal and an assist. Ovi and Silfverberg also had a goal and an assist in that game as well. So, unfortunately, we did not get to see the Stanley Cup celebration, but this team was able to win the Stanley Cup. Only the 2nd team in the series to win the Stanley Cup, which is very interesting, I'm not going to lie. There's a few teams that I would have thought would have been able to win the Stanley Cup, but that is not true. We now have 99 overall defense. Nice. Let's go and check out the stats, but we're finally able to win the Stanley Cup. There we go. Alex Ovechkin had a season and a half. He had 93 points this season. Top line with 93 points for Ovi, 88 for Kucherov, 87 for McDavid. Then after that, 53 for Barkov and Draisaitl. Barkov was our 3rd line center. Draisaitl was our 2nd line center. So interesting. Brent Burns with the most points as a defenseman on our team with 52. Not bad. Dougie Hamilton, did he grow? No, he did not. Our defense rating did go up. I do not know who grew, though. Ristolainen grew 2 overall. Very interesting. Let's check points for everyone. Least points on the team was Vlasic, but Vlasic is a defensive defenseman. That's not that big of a worry to me. 56 plus minus for Alex Ovechkin leading the team alongside our top line. McDavid and Kucherov were tied at 52. Most penalty minutes on the team goes to Brent Burns with 57. Interesting. Goaltenders. Holtby had a 50-win season playing 66 games, 14 losses, 1 overtime loss, 12 shutouts, with a .929 save percentage and a 1.9 GAA. I feel as though he won the Vezina this year. We'll see, though. And then Philip Grubauer with a .902 save percentage and a 2.77 GAA. That is not too great either. Let's go check goalies here. So Holtby did have the most wins, and he honestly looks like he had the best save percentage as a starter this year. He did. I'm assuming he must have had the lowest GAA as a starter then this year too. Yes, he did. Wow, so really good season from our Holtby. Not gonna lie. Let's go check all skaters. Most points in the league goes to Steven Stamkos with 100, then Nikita Kucherov with 97. David Pastrnak had 95. Okay, wow. Very good from him. Bergeron had 88. Wow, yeah, that top line. Where is... wow, both Ovechkins had 93 points, but one scored a lot more than the other for some reason. Let's see, where do I want to go now? Actually, I don't want to go here. That's basically all the stats I wanted to see. Let's go check the awards now. So Stanley Cup goes to the Toronto favorites. They won the President's Trophy and made it to the Stanley Cup final against the Anaheim Ducks. Player awards, Art Ross to Steven Stamkos. Hart Memorial goes to R. Alex Ovechkin. Nice. Norris goes to Erik Karlsson. Lady Byng goes to Pasternak. Calder Memorial also goes to Pasternak. It's because I've edited him in this game. That's why he is winning the Calder, because he's not actually a rookie. Conn Smythe goes to Bobrovsky. Vezina goes to Bobrovsky, and Jennings. I said Bobrovsky. I meant Holtby. Conn Smythe goes to Holtby. Vezina goes to Holtby, and Jennings goes to Holtby. And it was all our Holtby, so that's always fun. Bill Masterton to Zdeno Chara, Selke to Bergeron, Ted Lindsay to Ovechkin, and Maurice Richard to Ovechkin, although not our Ovechkin. Our Ovechkin did bring home some hardware, though. A lot of our team did bring home a lot of hardware, to be fair. We won the Hart, or one of our players won the Hart. One of them won the Vezina, Jennings, and Conn Smythe, and that same player who brought the Hart also brought the Ted Lindsay home, and we had 3 out of the 4 team awards. We won all the team awards that we possibly could. Let's go and check out playoff stats. 23 points for Alex Ovechkin. He was dedicated to win this Stanley Cup this year. 20 points to Nikita Kucherov, 19 points to Connor McDavid, 14 to Pietrangelo, Matthews, and Barkov. That's another thing. I didn't see. How many points did Matthews have in the regular season? What? He only played 21 games? Oh, no, that's playoff stats. I was going to say, I'm like, wait, what? He only had 51 points, so not a great season for Matthews, to be fair. Very interesting. Burns had 12, although Pietrangelo really stepped up his game in the playoffs for us. Very interesting. Goalies, I did want to see Holtby's stats. He had a 16-win performance, 2 loss, 3 overtime loss, 1 shutout with a .929 save percentage and a 1.92 GAA. So yeah, I'd say definitely deserving of the Conn Smythe title. The playoff tree looks like this. Anaheim got over Vancouver in 7 games, then swept LA, then beat Calgary in 6 games in the Western Conference Final. We got over Carolina in 5, then over Tampa in 6, then we swept the Capitals, and then we won in 6 games over the Anaheim Ducks to claim the Stanley Cup. So that will be it from me, guys, in this episode. Hopefully you all did enjoy. Who's happy that we finally won another Stanley Cup in the series? Now we're like 2 for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're actually 2 for 10. So we've won 2 cups out of 10 of these sims. So that's a pretty poor ratio, but hopefully we can get it a little bit better. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.